Welcome to PetMeMaybe Region Locked, the ultimate old school RuneScape PvM pet hunting challenge with a twist. In this series, we're not just chasing pets, we're doing it one region at a time. My account is locked to a specific region of Gillinor until I collect every PvM pet available from that area, except for Corp. Slayer bosses, they're also an exception. We'll be working on those passively. Once the pets are claimed, the next region will be unlocked, and then the grind continues. Will RNG bless the grind, or will I be region locked forever? This is PetMeMaybe Region Locked, and the hunt begins now. Here's the account name we went with for the series, PetMeMaybe. We will be calling on Carly Rae Jepsen for some RNG, hopefully. Let's get it. Yes, set name. It's a thing. Let's go. Alright, we've made it to the mainland, and first thing you gotta do on any fresh account, drop everything from Tutorial Island. I did make it a hardcore. I am not expecting to remain as one. I'm almost definitely gonna die, so we will probably lose this before I even lose this first area. And the first area we're going for is Misthalin. Yeah, it just makes the most sense. Good starting area. There's one pet we have to get in Scurrius. So yeah, let's just crack on, really. I'm actually going to start out by completing all the quests that I can. It's a pretty short list based on the fact that we're locked to Miscellanea. Later on down the line, I'm also going to allow myself to do Druid Ritual, just because otherwise I kind of lock myself out of Herbalore, and it kind of takes the fun out of the series in terms of what areas I get to pick, so I will be allowing myself that. And then moving forward, the quests will sort of be up for discussion based on area unlocks and things like that. So yeah, let's just rattle out these quests. Quest montage. This Restless goes for 1.1k prayer XP. 10 prayer. It's a little step in the journey to 43, which we are so desperately going to need to take down Scurrius. Keep Shearer for some money. And there's the free 10k. I will not be going for the boots. We'll come back for those later. Gonna go ahead and take the best advantage I can of the new magic update at the early game. I think I'm just gonna spend a good chunk of my early cash on runes. I think that should do for now. We'll see how things go. We can always come back for more. But I think this is basically how I'm going to do all my early questing. Hopefully it should be enough to get me through things like Vampire Slayer, but we'll see. And that's Misthalin Mystery. 600 crafting XP. Not too bad. Safe spot on the Vampire for some free attack XP. Takes me all the way to 21 attack. Straight to Mithril. Fantastic. And that's Ernest the Chicken done. Got a blue wizard hat from the Imps. That's an upgrade. Love it. Imp catcher speedrun, let's go! Easy game. Well, that was short-lived. Yeah, I DC'd while trying to kill the demon in Demon Slayer, and the wizard got on me, and then my connection restored, and I had 4 Earth Strikes hitting me at the same time. But, you know, this is kind of inevitable. I was sort of planning on going to the wilderness at some point anyway, so it really doesn't matter. It is what it is. Like the true Brit I am, armed with nothing but tea and some soggy bread, we've managed to kill the demon. That is Demon Slayer completed. Romeo and Juliet completed. This is the first exception I'm making with this account. Allowing myself to do Druid Ritual. Just really don't fancy trying to get boss pets without any potions, really. And on top of that, I'm also going to allow myself to do Goblin Diplomacy, just for 5 quest points, which I'll explain again later. I will be restricting myself to the herb patches I have unlocked, though, from the regions. So if I don't have a herb patch in the regions I have, then I have no access to planting herbs. So all my herbs will be gathered through PvM. But yeah, just thought I'd share that. Here's the reason why I'm allowing myself to do Goblin Diplomacy. Simple fact is that
completely locking myself to Misthalin, I can only get to exactly 27 quest points. So those 5 quest points get me to 32, which gives me access to this Champions Guild here, which sells the Rune Mace, as the only other way I could get a Rune Mace in my region that I'm currently in is by getting the smithing level for it, which isn't really what this series is about. I'm not doing these sort of skilling grinds like Extreme One Chunks do. So I thought it was a sort of a good compromise of a quest that doesn't really give me anything apart from 5 quest points, just so that I can get the Rune Mace. As earlier, just grab myself a Myth Sword quickly. New best in slot weapon for me for a bit. That's Gertrude's cap. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about what I'm going to do with these things. You'll see. That is Goblin Diplomacy completed. Just grabbing up those 5 quest points to get me to 32, which means I can enter the Champions Guild to get that Rune Mace when I eventually get that Scurrius Spine. Happy days. I just got this chef hat that actually made me think of a solution to the food problem. I can go to the Cook's Guild and I can buy apple pies and fish pies and meat pies. I mean, the healing on them isn't great, but I think it should be enough to be able to kill Scurrius. I mean, if it's absolutely horrendous, then I will always go back to the Soul Wars idea, but if I can avoid it, I will. So yeah, I think we've actually managed to solve that issue. We're going to use the Cook's Guild. Upgrading the Fashion Escape once again with the Lederhosen hat. Probably the best item from all of the random events. Almost definitely. It's so fucking cool. Just got my first book of knowledge there. I'm going to use it on Herblore just because the early Herblore in Misthalin is absolutely diabolical. So it's going to be needed. 45 XP. That's for Herblore. Happy days. And we've finally grown our cat. Woohoo! Yeah, he definitely will be safe forever, I promise. Nothing bad's going to happen to it. Just while running around doing these clues, I thought I'd quickly grab myself a mithril plate body, which would be my best in slot armor for quite a while, until I get some rune from Obor. What on earth have I just stumbled across? This is amazing. I love it. Absolutely no fucking way. Spoons Ali Simi. Didn't get it on recording, but 9 kills it took. So lucky. I'm getting the hell out of it. This was miserable with my stats. It's so bad. I'll come back for the oh, where did I? I'll come back for the Eddie Kite Shield later. This is, yeah, that was so lucky. So good. We got the Beekeeper hat. Exciting times. Lamp on the Herblore. Next step, can we do it? We can, on my word. Actually, quite exciting. And I'm quite glad I've decided to lock to an area. It's way more fun when you actually get a step you can do, rather than just being like, oh, I've got to walk to the gnome village now with no teleports. Like, this is way more fun. So yeah, I'm definitely glad I've landed on that decision. I've decided that I'm going to cut the regular logs into shafts, and I'm going to collect all the feathers. I just see it as more bones for prayer XP. I'm going to cook the chickens somewhere in here. I'm pretty sure you can do that. Because I need to get 32 cooking anyway to get into the Cook's Guild for my food supply with the pies you can buy in there. And then this will help me get my fletching up to 15 so that I can make oak short bows in the long run. I might need to hot worlds though because this guy is gaming. I missed the level, but we did just get 30 attack and 34 combat, which means we get to use the adamant scimitar now. So here we are at this account's savior, really. It's this, but they're super cheap, these meat pies. The cost doesn't go up. Apple pies are pretty cheap too. And this is basically what I'm going to use for food. I should be able to sustain my money just from the drops I get from Obor cash, and then the drops that I get from Scurrius for cash. So I think this will actually end up being my food source the entire grind. Got a longbone from the one of the sour hogs. Pretty interesting. Not very useful, but I can stack them up for when I eventually get to Dorishkan for a bit of construction XP, so we'll take it. Alright, we've managed to get up to about 5.4k. I'm just going to leave it there, I think. Go get the Addy Full Helm and hit up Sow Hogs until I get the Kite Shield. I mean, it is a fairly rare drop, so it could be a waste of time. It's a 1 in 110, but we got the Addy Simi in about 7 kills, so you know, might as well see if we can get the Kite Shield as well.
In a world where bones are big, dungeons are damp, and the hill giants drop my hopes along with their trousers, one noob embarks on the sacred journey of burying his way to 43 prayer. Between dodging clubs, chasing Obor keys, and praying for upgrades that aren't just another steel full helm. All this just to face a fat rat so crusty he looks like he's been AFK in the sewers since 2007. This is the path to Scurrius.
And approaching right now is that 30 defense that we wanted. Decided that Sow Hogs wasn't really going to cut it. Just for an Addy Kite Shield that's pretty rare. I actually seem to be tanking these hill giants fairly okay. And I think I'd rather just start stacking keys so that I can start killing Obor to get some proper rune upgrades, which are going to help massively in the long run. Especially, and there it is, on the way to 43 prayer. So we'll be back with any significant upgrades or any important level ups. But here we go, is the Addy Full Helm. I actually can't believe it. We just got a giant champion scroll. That was in 26 hill giants. Oh my word. I pray I get that kind of RNG later on with the Scurrius pet. That is insane. I wonder how many of those we're going to get. It's an Iron Kite Shield, which is actually an upgrade. Woohoo! Got a one-step clue, which is always nice to see. Where caskets are slowly stacking up now. We're up to 10 beginners and 1 easy. Not so bad. I just missed the recording, but I actually got my first Giants key, which is really exciting. Pretty sure Obor is not something I can be taking on right now. But it's a good start. We'll keep collecting them, and eventually we'll be able to take them on. I think I need 40 prayer to do it realistically. To pray range and then snare him with magic. So that's what we're sort of heading for now, but we can keep stacking these keys up. I've just reached 40 attack there. I need to get 40 defense now, I think, and then after that I'll probably just train strength mostly. Attack isn't going to help too much until later on. But yeah, onto defense now. Literally seconds after that clip, 30 prayer. It's really nice. Just 10 more prayer levels to go and we'll be killing Obor. From this inventory I've got enough to purchase myself a shiny rune mace. I've been using the Addy scimitar the entire time. And I thought, you know what? I'll treat myself and get myself the rune bopper ready for when we get the bone rat. Nice. So there it is. And with these bones in my inventory, I'm going to get all the way to 40 prayer. Here it is. 40 prayer just from the big bones. I can equip a bunch of random stuff, but more importantly, protect from missiles, which means Obor is about to get it. Also, I've got 3 miscellaneous steps here, so I'm going to quickly go and do these 3 clues before starting Obor. Then the fun begins. Alrighty then, one of those clues got me a casket, so I'm just going to leave these 2 here. So we're going to be going in with Bind, and the best spells I can use. I haven't brought much food, but I should be able to just pray range and not take any damage. This could go absolutely horribly. We'll see. Oh my god, we got the kill. That was horrible. We did it though. For Chaos Runes, I guess that's going to help me for future kills, so that's actually quite nice. $50 big bones there, help towards the 40 prayer grind, we'll take that. Okay, messed up the recording there, but we just got a huge drop for the account. We got a rune plate skirt with a giant's key as well, so basically a free kill. Absolutely love to see it. Let's go! I'm bad at the game. Yeah, unsnared and meleeed me for a 19. Feels good, man. That is another big bones drop, which is absolutely huge. That kill sucked. 4 HP, 0 prayer, 0 food, ran out of entangles. Absolutely miserable. Ooh, 50 big bones again, that's huge. And another giant key. Let's go! To be fair, if I sell the rune 2-hand, it only goes for 13k less. No, sod that. We'll be holding on to it till I alk it later. Oh, that is huge. Rune chain body. Oh, that's so good. That's a massive upgrade from the myth plate body. Absolutely love to see that. Right, it took me about 50 minutes to juggle all those clues, but I'm done. I had to drop a whole bunch of them. Falador steps. I think I ended up with 6 caskets in total. I banked 2 of them, so not terrible. Not great. It'll do. And right here now, we will be finishing off 43 prayer. Finally, it's over. Alright, I've got these 2 easy clue caskets here. We're basically praying for the Amulet of Power trimmed. Other than that, maybe some God Robes, but I'm not expecting anything, to be honest. Yeah. A coif, and yeah, that was fun. Here we are in the sewers, which will be my home for the next foreseeable future. This is the gear that we're going to try and take down Scurrius with, and we've got a full inventory of pies. We'll see how this goes.
Well, that's Scurrius 1 and PetMeMaybe 0. Turns out charging into a boss fight with beginner stats and a dream isn't actually quite enough. This is just the beginning though. In the next episode, we're going to train, improve our gear, get the upgrades needed to take on this rat and send him back to the sewers. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you did enjoy it, please drop a like or a subscription. Please feel free to comment on where you think we should go next. This was PetMeMaybe Region Locked. Next time, we're taking this rat down.